I think the examples that you've mentioned make one thing clear, namely that the profile of a lawyer, what is a lawyer, what does he do, is not static, it's dynamic. And it changes over time, and it changes with the developments of society. Over time, an additional function has developed, namely to give legal advice. To give legal advice to consumers, to give legal advice to companies. That is also part of the function of an instrument of justice, because citizens are entitled not only to representation by a lawyer before the courts and authorities, but also they are entitled to receive legal advice from an independent advisor, and that is a lawyer. In Germany, I know that 80% of all cases are brought to an end when the client comes and sees the lawyer and has a claim on his neighbor or for whatever, are brought to an end in the discussion between client and lawyer, and they never go to court. So that shows that this legal advice work is a very important element also to reduce the burden of work for the courts. In more recent times, mediation has arisen, which is a less formal way of trying to compromise conflicting positions between private parties. Lawyers are ideally qualified to do that because with their experience with different types of clients, and human beings are all different from one another, on the one hand, and with their experience in the law on the other hand, and with their experience in controversial cases that they were able to settle, they can bring all that experience to fruition when doing mediation.